Hello, my name is Sarah Moore, and I am already a content creator. Hi, I am the owner of Sarah's Snake Shop, and I also have a YouTube channel with over 3,500 subscribers as of the time that this is being recorded. I am going to West Liberty University for a master's in biology zoo science. So a little bit more about me. I breed snakes. I don't know if you can see all the snakes back here. I also own my own business. There's the logo of that right there. So I have definitely already made waves with my content. Especially given what my niche interests are. Obviously, breeding snakes, very niche interest. But on top of that, I also love educating the public on these amazing animals, not just snakes, but other types of animals also. The content that I have been making for the last 15 years, which I had to look up and see how long it's been since I started my YouTube channel. Apparently, it's been over 15 years that I have been making videos about corn snakes, corn snake genetics, corn snake breeding, everything and anything corn snakes. I am one of the very few women in the hobby, corn snake hobby, that has actually stood out and tried to make a name for myself. There are a lot of women in this hobby, but very few of them actually try to step up and be a big name, because since it's such a male-dominated hobby, it is very difficult to be taken seriously as a woman. Luckily for me, I've never really cared too much about being taken seriously as long as the information that I was putting out was correct, because being taken seriously comes with time. So over the last 15 years, I have been telling the story of not just my reptile career, but also my life in a way. This has documented my entire adult life. I am now 33 years old. I started this channel 15 years ago. I've been educating the public on snakes since then. I've also written 2 books on the topic. Both of my books are about corn snake morphology and genetics, and that is the majority of what my channel is about as well. Specifically, I have focused on the history of corn snake morphs. That has been my niche since I got my first corn snake in 2009. My content started with me getting my very first corn snake as a baby, and in a way I was a baby adult at the time, and you get to see this one little corn snake grow all the way up and become a parent himself along the journey of me also becoming a corn snake breeder, and doing this for more than just a hobby but also a business. As I mentioned, I started my business in 2011 and got officially my LLC in 2022. The story that my channel tells is the story that goes all the way back to the 70s, before corn snakes were even considered pets, back when the very first corn snakes were being bred in captivity by Bernard Bechtel, who was a teacher of biology, just like I would like to be. He found the very first corn snake mutation, which was albinism, and my channel just continues from there. There's now 35 more different mutations that we have found that change the morphology of corn snakes, and my channel is dedicated to reviewing the history and the genetic basis for all of these different morphs. Over the years of many different breeders breeding corn snakes, proving out all of these different morphs and different mutations, the history of all of these mutations being proven and existing in the first place is starting to fall apart with all of the different forums and old MySpace pages and all of these things slowly fizzling out and going away over time. My channel and my content is here to be the history channel for corn snakes. Not only have I done all of the research on all of these mutations and compiled 2 books to ensure that this information does not go anywhere anytime soon, I also have been documenting new mutations as they happen during the course of my corn snake breeding career. 2018 is when my first book was published. I started compiling all of the information back in 2016. Since 2016, I have documented the history of over half a dozen different new mutations in corn snakes so that this information can be compiled in one place for everyone to be able to find easily, but also so that this information does not get lost to time. The future of my content will of course be to continue to educate the public on corn snakes and other animals as well. Though there are other content creators on YouTube that have done some corn snake content, mine is the only one that is dedicated to corn snake morphs and genetics. My goal in getting my degree is to be even better at genetics and also be even better with taking care of all of my animals. I currently have over 100 snakes, and keeping them is basically like a zoo. I am getting my master's in biology zoo science for that reason, to not only help take care of them better, but also to help raise my credentials, of course, a little bit. I would like for people to look at me and see me as someone who can be taken seriously in this hobby because I do have the education. It is very difficult for any women, really, to make a name for themselves in the reptile hobby because reptiles, it's a very male-dominated industry. So as a woman who is going into biology specifically for reptiles, I know that I have a very unique take on what it takes to be successful in this industry. And also as someone who has dedicated my life to corn snake morphs, morphology, and genetics, and wanting to spread that information to the public, that is something I definitely continue to do and will continue to do until hopefully the end of my days. My goal in my adult life has always been education, especially education about reptiles. And I think that it shows that I've definitely put in the effort to do that. I just need a little bit of extra help financially to continue doing what I have always loved to do. I already have monetization on YouTube, but it is not enough to pay for a whole master's degree, obviously. I do, of course, have my snake business, and it is also not quite enough to pay for a master's degree. So I want to thank you very much for the opportunity to apply for this scholarship, as I know that it will mean the world to me and to my family if I'm able to actually make it through this degree. Thank you so much for watching, and now I'm going to go record a video on all of the corn snake pricing from this year, as I have done every December for as long as I can remember. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your consideration.